Ladies and gentlemen, the SK Light Division, 33 cars strong. We are green and racing here at Stafford.
A carry to the inside, to the outside. It is the veteran Chris Matthews that goes right to the point, has the high side momentum and the advantage as they hit the back straightaway for the first time. Gets a big shove by Bloxham, who goes to his inside to try to become the third different leader here in the opening lap in car 32.
He does it, he pulls it off. Back to the front of the field, Robert Bloxham is the brand new leader. Nick Anglace moves the Yukon car into the outside. He'll challenge, Matthews drifts back, and Glace taps the back bumper of Bloxham. Bloxham is still the leader. Megan Fuller is there as they come back to the stripe.
As they hit the back straightaway, you have Bennett just outside of the top five in car 50. Battle for the lead.
What a move. Nick Anglace put the Yukon machine to the inside, challenging in the bottom groove, down to turn number 1. Last circuit by, he pulled off a move to the bottom in turn 3 that almost gave him the lead. But Bloxham isn't about to give up without a fight. Meanwhile, Matthews is there. Megan Fuller is there. Akari is still in the hunt. Brand new leader emerges. It is car number 10, Nick Anglace.
Nick Anglace to the point in car 10. Bloxham not letting him get away, keeping him within arm's reach, and gets a run up the back straightaway. Is able to make a move, perhaps bottom shot. Bloxham on Anglace, who drifts wide to the exit of turn 4. Keeps the momentum built. Bloxham up alongside, challenging for the top spot.
Bloxham has it by inches. Bloxham, black car on the inside. Meanwhile, to the outside, the Yukon machine. Nick Anglace still continues to dig in hard.
Trouble turn number 2. A couple of cars have gone around. Finkbein, one of them in the 64 and the 28 of Zach Asklar, and a third car involved in the incident. That's the 08 of Sophia Papp that has come to a stop. Caution is out for the first time.
Green comes out, and it appears that Anglace has a slight advantage. Meanwhile, Matthews lines up right behind Anglace, trying to make the move into second. They come off the turn, and Anglace goes up just a bit, leaving a small opening for the bottom of the
Megan
racetrack.
Fuller gets turned in front of the field up in turn number 4. Others go piling in, and the caution is out. They're still wrecking toward the back outside of the top 15. Back half the field, a little scattered. Everybody gets away cleanly up front, and it's Nick Anglace at the point. Matthews digging hard on the bottom to the inside of Bloxham. Bennett and Vogt next in line. The next 2 cars back, side by side for position. And keep an eye on Nicholas Hovey in the 16 after tagging the wall during that last incident, as we have a challenge up front for the top spot.
Meanwhile, back up front, bid for the lead. Matthews works down low underneath Nick Anglace. Bloxham is there. Vogt is there to the outside. Deep into turn number 3. Off the turn they come. Here it is. This time by, it is Chris Matthews to take the lead. 4 cars under a blanket in turn 4.
Bloxham to the inside of that second row. Vogt to the outside lane. Up front, they single out. Maybe Matthews able to clear Nick Anglace, but it wasn't by much at the start-finish line. 2 laps shy of halfway. 8 of 20 complete. KC Vogt to the inside, and we have a trouble over turn number 1. Couple of cars collected. Sophia Papp's involved. Also the 28 of Asklar, it looks like, is involved. As they race up the front straightaway.
Things are okay at the start-finish line. Then Cassandra Gold tries to come down from the outside to the inside. Paula Root is able to squeak by. Askler is not. Sears is not. And it kind of set off a chain reaction there. Off turn number 4, he is the man out in front, and he pulls away. Meanwhile, Bloxham is stuck in the outside lane. That gives Anglace, and all of a sudden Matthews sunk it in too deep. He lost some valuable ground in turns 1 and 2. But by the time he gets off turn number 4, he is back in command. Side-by-side bid for third as they work their magic off 4.
Anglace and Vogt just in front of Hovey as they go back to turn number 1. Top 2 have singled out for now. Chris Matthews slides up wide to the exit of turn 2, opens the door for Robert Bloxham, who can't take advantage. Bloxham in second. Vogt in third, drives in deep into the corner, trying to fend off Nick Anglace, who runs in the 4th spot.
Chris Matthews has driven a flawless race so far. Bloxham realizes time is running out. Nick Anglace tries to reel in on the back bumper of Casey Vogt. down the back straightaway. Here comes Bloxham, late event charge. Bottom of turn number 3. Matthews guards the lane. Here comes Bloxham. They touch. Off the turn. Down to the stripe they come. Chris Matthews takes down the impressive victory. Robert Bloxham to finish in second.
Green flag.
Green flag is out, and we are up to speed. The fastest division of the night rolls down into turn number 1. Side-by-side battle at the point. They work their magic down the back straightaway. Nobody has a quick advantage here in lap number 1. Off the turn, back to the stripe they come. Dylan Kopech digging hard on the inside.
With Stephen Chapman to his right elbow as they hit the line, nearly dead even at the stripe, 5,000ths of a second. Stephen Chapman will lead that opening circuit. Kopech right on the bottom of the speedway in the red number 16, trying to retake the race lead just in front of Troy Talman in the 3. Car number 3 running in third with the best seat in the house for the top spot.
Meanwhile, while that's been happening, it is Prucker who moves into the top 4. He's looking for a repeat top 5 or even some better. Todd Owen goes to the outside of David Arup. That's the battle for position number 6. Off the turn, back to the stripe they come. Dylan Kopech back in command of the lead. Side by side, Stephen Chapman, Troy Talman contending for second. Meanwhile, trying to shake him off to the inside of the racetrack. Talman goes back to the second spot. Here comes Prucker, car 23, working its magic on the inside
They
lane.
are tightly bunched at the front of the field, down to complete another lap. Last year's champion, Andrew Moeller, didn't even complete lap 2 on pit road and behind the wall, car 85. The struggles continue here tonight as the race leaders are in turn 3.
Slingshot move to the bottom, going, gone. Brand new leader emerges. Troy Talman takes over the lead. Dylan Kopech isn't happy. He starts to work him over and fight back off turn 2.
The SK modified.
Trouble.
It's Chapman into the outside wall, car 14 after some contact while running for the 5th position. It looked like with Todd Owen lined up, ready to go over in turn number 3. Pace car will join the safety team on pit road and leave the field in the hands of Troy Talman, who brings the field off turn 4 for the restart.
Green, and they're up to speed. Talman has the biggest advantage by the time they get to turn number 1. Kopech on the outside. Here comes Prucker. Wesley Prucker moving to the front of this class with aggression. Great run for this talented veteran driver. He's been here a while, but tonight he has really come to life into that second spot. And here comes Todd Owen working his magic in the inside lane as well.
Trying to take the 3rd spot away from Dylan Kopech in car 16. Kopech slides up the racetrack, opens the door for Owen, who fills that gap. Nearly collects Dylan Izzo in the 76, along with Kopech in the 16, who battle for position number 4. Top 3 break away. Talman, Prucker, Owen, then that hornet's nest from 4th on back.
Marcello Rafano working over Dylan Izzo. Rafano dives to the bottom. It doesn't work. Let's go back ahead. Up in front, Keith Roco just went around Todd Owen, and Keith Roco is on the podium in the 3rd position. Roco isn't done yet. He is as quick as he was when he visited Victory Lane the last time here at Stafford. Doing a great job. He's glued to the back. But all of a sudden, Prucker's car loosens up. We've got a car further back, David Arup.
One car to the outside wall. Pretty good clip to the outside safer barrier.
As we get him back up to speed.
25 laps to go here for the SK Modifieds tonight. Troy Talman will bring the field to turn number 1 with Wesley Prucker to his outside. Not for long, Keith Roco fills that gap to the bottom. Will take the 2nd spot away, halfway up the back straightaway as one car is slow and off the pace, heading to turn number 3.
Brand new 2nd place car becomes Keith Roco. With him comes Marcello Rafano. Marcello Rafano moves into the 3rd spot. That bumps back the number 23 car, and all of a sudden, like we called it on cue, JP, Jonathan Pulio, moves into the top 4. Todd Owen in 5, challenged by Wesley Prucker.
Prucker make that Roco on Prucker for second a moment ago as they exit turn number 2. Prucker has since faded outside of the top 5. Battle for the lead in turn number 3. Keith Roco reels in Troy Talman for the race lead, but can't make a move. I think it's only going to be a matter of time, Ben, and it might be right now in turn number 1. Here comes Keith Roco to the bottom.
And while that is happening, Marcello Rafano is starting to move in. Rafano, another competitor that has had no luck. Brand new leader emerges. Leader number 3, car number 22, looking to have back-to-back victories. It is Keith Roco, the brand new leader. Marcello Rafano glued to the back bumper. He takes over second. It is Marcello Rafano all over the back bumper of Keith Roco. Smooch there, no love this time as they head down to turn 3. Look at the bid for third.
Talman to the inside of Jonathan Pulio for that third spot. Talman takes it away. Pulio, a shot to the back bumper in car number 7, falls to 4th. Anthony Flannery in the top 5 in car 25, although well behind the battle for the lead, and he's trying to fend off Alex Pearl in the 71 to hang on to that 5th position. All eyes at the front. Roco, Rafano, 1 and 2, coming to 12 to go.
There's no question they run nose to tail. They are the 2 quickest cars in the house right now. And Keith Roco comes off the turn more impressively and stronger in 1 and 2.
Oh, trouble front straightaway. Start-finish line to 63 of Flamia goes around. Wade Gagner has to go to the outside to miss him. And we go caution.
Here they come off turn number 4. All eyes are on turn 4 as the green comes back out. Roco with the advantage. But Marcello Rafano running deep and hard in the outside lane. He drifts up the racetrack. It is JP, Jonathan Pulio, looking for some racing room on the bottom.
Here he comes, Pulio to the inside, Rafano topside, just behind the race leader Keith Roco, as they come to the stripe with 6 laps to go, and it's Roco by a car length. Things are getting tight from third on back. Pulio barely getting in the line ahead of Rafano. Here comes Alex Pearl up to 4th. Couple cars tangle further back. Dylan Kopech along with Kurt Brainerd will spin to the infield. David Flamia in the 63 will complete another lap now with 5 laps to go. And the caution comes out.
Caution flag comes out.
5 laps to go. Green flag is back out. Good restart for Jonathan Pulio in car number 7 to the outside of Keith Roco. Roco battles back to the bottom as they hit the back straightaway, and it's Keith Roco back to the point.
Down into turn number 3. Marcello Rafano takes it in at a ton. He is down underneath Pulio. They come off the turn. Marcello Rafano is up to second. Here comes Alex Pearl. Pearl rim rides to the inside. Pearl is up on the podium in the 3rd position. A lap or 2 ago, it was JP who was up there in 2nd. Now he drops back to the 4th spot as it appears that Talman. Meanwhile, spinning.
Pulio goes around. Kopech had nowhere to go. The 33 at Jarvis is involved.
Roco again with a good start, but Marcello Rafano just as impressive. They dive down into turn number 2. Rafano has it by inches down the back straightaway. Roco still settling in on the inside lane. Deep in turn number 3, off the 4th turn. Here comes Roco to take back the lead.
Alex Pearl about to get swallowed up from 5th on back as we have a 3-way race for the top spot. Roco to the inside. Rafano slides up high. Troy Talman part of the mix in car number 3. It'll be 2 laps to go this time around as the leaders come off of turn number 4. Roco looking for 2 in a row, and he's a mile away.
No question about it. He continues to set the pace out front. Rafano still running a strong second with the 3 of Talman running in the 3rd position. This time they work their magic back to the stripe. White flag is out. Trouble now. Further back in the front pack of cars, one car gets out of shape. It looks like he's going to stop at the bottom of turn 4.
That's Wesley Prucker, stopped to the inside of turn number 4. Caution comes out.
So we are not done yet. And you know what this means, Kyle, with 39 up on the board.
The 3 most exciting words in motorsports.
Yes, green, white checker. Final chance to do it again. Here they come. Much better start for Roco that time. And will it work to the advantage of Talman? Meanwhile, Marcello keeps digging in. Down the back straightaway. Talman is there on the inside. Marcello sinks it in at a ton. Off the turn, Roco. White flag is out. 1 lap to go.
1 lap to run for Keith Roco, looking for his second consecutive win here in 2025 in the SK Modifieds. Leads up the back straightaway, pulls away by a couple of car lengths from Troy Talman, and Marcello Rafano looking for win number 73 as he comes off of turn 4. Checkered flag is out. Keith Roco gets it done here tonight at Stafford.
Sure does. Troy Talman, a great run to finish in second. Equally as impressive, Marcello Rafano for third.